So, what happened this past week?
El Maestro speaks.
El Maestro Speaks
El Maestro speaks.
Podcast.
All right, let's go country.
And hello once again. Another solo podcast episode. Only here at El Maestro Speaks Podcast.
I knew the snakes were high right from the start.
I'm not sure if they're gonna take this off Spotify.
And she dealt the cards on.
But yeah, I like country song, you know.
Now I just found the game.
And yeah, how is everyone? Yeah, I was thinking of not making a podcast for this week, but well, I just have to. I just have to. I was browsing my post on Facebook a while ago, and I saw something that was posted like 11 years ago. And that's the reason I wanted to make an episode now. And I think we've been doing this for quite a long time already, talking about them. So that's the reason why we have this podcast today, January 25. And yeah, so. Oh, an update on the topic we were talking about last time about James Dickens' um son. So accordingly, his license was suspended. I don't know if you saw that news, but yeah. Anyway, I like what I said before. The good thing that came out of this thing is, you know, yeah, they changed that 15 calendar days into 15 working days. So that benefits us all, right? And hopefully, some changes will come. More good changes will come after. So, yep. Regardless of what's your opinion about what James did, oh well, it also benefits you. So yeah, all goes to good, right? Yep.
Far away and clear, you can hear the teardrops falling for the last.
Still looking for whether this sound is not good. Anyway, yeah.
All I can say is I'm sorry.
So what's with January 25? So for those who doesn't know this, or for those who were not yet like born during that time, it's a sad, sad day, January 2015, or maybe oh, you were like not aware. You were not aware of what happened back then. So back in January 25, 2015, 44 members of the Philippine National Police died in what they're calling the Mama Sapano massacre, and they were called the SAF 44. They died performing their duty of serving a warrant of arrest to an international terrorist. I don't know the name. Do you know the name of the guy? I forgot the name. Marwan. That's the name I can remember. He is an international terrorist. And Yeah, he's an international terrorist, and they found out that he was hiding somewhere in the southern part of the Philippines, and the police, the Special Action Force, were ordered to serve a warrant for his arrest. And this thing happened. Um, we don't know if I don't think they were tipped off, but um, they the exit of the forces were compromised because of some red tape. Yeah, connecting it to red tape we had from all the government agencies because of accordingly miscommunications, because of hiding it, or yeah, like not revealing it to key officials who should be involved but were not involved during that operation. That cost the 44 lives of these brave police officers. That was back in January 25, 2015. That was 11 years ago. A lot of investigations would happen. Some of those lawmakers who did the investigation is gone. Juan Ponce Enrile. And who else? Um, yep, the commander in chief during that time was gone. And it's been 11 years. So we are hoping that somebody is already convicted. But doing a quick search a while back, I saw that nobody was convicted yet. A lot were charged, but nobody was convicted yet. And yeah, it's a sad reality. I don't know how long will this family of 44 police officers, how long will they wait before they can have justice for their sons, for their husband that died during that encounter, during that massacre.
In their dreams of finding fortune in this wild and settled land.
And we're still waiting, you know. 11 years passed and we're still waiting. You know.
And we tried to cross the land.
Of course, just like what I said a while ago, I created this. I I made I was I forced myself to record this episode just because of that. Just for us to like remember what these guys went through performing the duties. So is a member of the Igorot tribe. Like, oh, I think most of those 44 were Highlanders or Cordillerans. And, yep, um, it hits close to home, like they said, because most of them are here from Baguio. And one is, I think one or two is from Mankayan. So, yeah, it's a sad story, but that's how it is, right? But the only thing that we're waiting now is justice to be served for them, for the family of those who left. Yeah. So again, big salute to those guys who sacrificed their life for the country. I don't know if you can still see this in the dark web, but right after, and this, I can never forget this one because right after that encounter, there's a lot of videos being posted on YouTube of this guys being sniped one by one. They're in a very um I don't know the term, military term for it, but they're in a they're like a sitting duck. The place where they were hiding, they were actually like a sitting duck being shot by a hunter because it's there was no good cover for them. And yeah, you see videos of these guys shooting them. Um, the the thing I can never forget, and how I wish I'd never seen that one was, I don't know who that guy is, but I saw the video of is a an operative that was lying on the ground, all bloodied up, and is shaking, convulsing. I think he is half dead. I suppose so. I don't know. I'm not a doctor to say so, but by the looks of his appearance, kind of look like he's half dead already, shivering. Um, these guys came close to him, took a gun, just shot him twice, just point blank. Yes, did him like that. And I, there was no face in the video, but I don't know if those ones were members of the community or members of, of those rebel group that ambushed them. But you just, I cannot explain how cold blooded it looks. Like the guy who did that, the guy who shot him, didn't even laughed while shooting the operative. So yeah, I like I said, I wish never watched that. It's so gruesome. And until now, it's I can still see it clearly in my head. So also one of the thing I cannot forget about the incident. And I was not there. I was just watching it in the video. So and I'm not the kind of guy who does not watch like horror movie or violent movies. I watch those a lot. So you might think that you're already sensitized to it, right? Like you're already used to it. But when I saw that video and I know that it's true, that it happened, yeah, you feel something that you've never felt before. Yeah. You're asking yourself, like, how can they do that? He cannot even fight, he cannot even defend himself. Why not take care of him, right? Why, why not give him first aid? Why, or I don't know. So that stuck with me up until now. And yeah, um, what we can say is that they died doing their best to do their duty of protecting our country against terrorism, and they did that with flying colors, dedicating their life to that cause. So yeah, salute to all those 44 heroes who sacrificed their life for us and to their family. We still pray, that they will have, they will like get the justice that they deserve. Okay? And of course, I'm hoping that whatever are those things that were promised to them, to their family, to their especially to their children, that all of those promises will be fulfilled. Like um, college scholarships. I think I heard that before that they were offered scholarships for the children. Yeah, I hope those ones will be fulfilled or are being fulfilled right now because I'm thinking right now, like 10 years now, it's been 11 years. So maybe some of the daughters or children of those operatives were in college now, or maybe some of them already graduated. So yeah, there's that. Yeah. So salute to those 44 heroes. Of course, we also have, yeah, those, we will also salute those that were able to survive that massacre. Yeah, something. And yeah, it's it's very difficult to move on to the next topic. It's for January 2025. Like I said, most of those who were there were Highlanders, Cordilleran's. It only shows that our egrets are warriors, ready to ready to sacrifice their life for our country. Mhm. And walk the walks, gave our hearts, made a start, and it was hard. We live and learn, laughter curves. Okay, so also this past week I saw some post about. Oh, by the way, for those who are following social media influencers, there's this guy from the south. His name is. Oh my god, I forgot his name. Well, I have to search it on Facebook first. So, what's the name again? So, this guy is Ugong. Is it? Oh, okay, I got it. His name is Romeo Ugong. Facebook page is Romeo Ugong TV. Am I following him? All right. So he is a guy from the south who's from, according to his page, he's from General Santos City, and he he's a performer, a singer, loves singing country music. So if you have been listening to our podcast or if you've been following Igorot influencers, you will know that the Igorots, or in Igorot Nation, the Igorots love country music. Like this one here. We found trust, but we never gave it up. Remember. That is from Alan Jackson. You know, so yeah, people here in the Highlands love country music, and this guy Romeo is a singer who loves also country music. And accordingly, I don't know when was this scheduled tour, but he's gonna be coming here in Baguio City to perform with some of the local bands. There's that. For those who are listening that are from Baguio, or people from overseas who are planning to come home soon, you might be able to watch him perform when he comes here. So yeah, talking about that. So there was a viral video of this guy Romeo who is getting mad at the Jollibee crew for, I don't know, a gravy or something. So a lot of people are commenting negative things to this, like you should have not done that, you should have been better. There's a lot of ways of correcting whatever mistakes this crew did. You should have done this or done that, you know. And like I said, these are the things that I've been preaching for a long time. I've been saying for a long time. Preaching. This is the thing that I've been saying for a long time. Like hindsight is always 2020. Or because you're not in that situation that you can, see it more clearly. You can see if the reaction is appropriate or not. But what I want to say is that all of us have experienced a bad day. All of us, you know, we've experienced a bad day. No one, and I mean no one in the entire world would have never experienced a bad day. All of us experience a bad day. All of us have and will have that moment where we are shouting to the top of our lungs because we are so mad, we are so angry. Yep. So you should not say negative things about that. You know. One more thing is that because content creation is now like a job. The running joke here in the Philippines is that everybody is a vlogger. No one, no one here is not aspiring to be a content creator. So if you're going to ask me, are you aspiring to be a content creator too? In a way, I am already, but no, I'm not. If you're gonna ask me, are you aspiring to become a content creator, like to make money? No, no, this never been the objective. So yeah, in a way, podcasting is content creating. I'm doing this because I want to listen to stories. I want to do conversations, and I want to write, but I cannot write because I am so lazy to write. Yeah, there's that. So this is like treat this is like my writing journal. So yeah, everyone in here is trying to be a content creator to the point wherein we make other people's mistake and moment of downfall as our content. So I don't get the point. I don't see the logic in that. So other than because it's gonna be a a view magnet, it's gonna have a lot of views. That that's the only reason why you do it. You know, when you see people fighting, instead of going there to stop the fight, you take your phone out, take a video of it. Instead of helping someone who fell from a building and see what you can do to save him, do some first aid or something like that, you take your phone and instead of calling the ambulance or the emergency team for the city, from the city, you take a video of it. So there's that. Instead of instead of doing things privately, you take a video of, you know, a lot of things of you yelling at someone because of content creation. Because negative situation invites a lot of views, right? And engagement from people who are commenting things like they have not done mistakes on their entire life, commenting like, oh, you should have not done that, you're an evil, you're like this and you're like that, like they have never done any mistake at all, you know. So yeah, for my listeners, let's start doing the right thing. Okay, if you see a post about a person's mistake, you don't need to comment on it. You don't need to comment on it. Think of it as, you know, I've done some mistakes too, but I'm lucky because nobody Nobody took a video of it. Nobody recorded it, so I'm lucky. I've done some mistakes too, but that mistake does not define me. I'm not that person. Yeah. It's unfortunate for those who were caught doing, I mean, yelling or doing some mistakes that was recorded and it became viral on the social media because, unfortunately, it they were defined as that guy. They were defined as you remember the "I'm a liar" or "I'm a liar." This was a viral thing back in 2016, 14, like something like that, of a lady shouting at the lady guard and saying, "Do you think I'm a liar?" Something like that. And the internet named her "I'm a liar," and yeah, it kind of yeah, she was branded like that. So, and in case you didn't know that, I think that the lady is a preacher now. So, mm, let's not let's not judge people of what we see at the very very low moment, or yeah, the moment where they are vulnerable. So let's start by not commenting on those. Okay, take note. People change. People have bad days. Okay? People make mistakes, and yeah, we every one of us knows that one, and of course we have to face the consequence of whatever mistakes we made. But at the same time, after doing that, people can always change. People can also change. So let us remember that before we say comments that is so negative on social media, you know, and content creators. Okay, ask yourself, is it really necessary that you have to post those things? Yeah. Is it content if you get that name, if you like take that as your role in the internet world, you're a content creator, you should put rules that you should follow on yourself in posting things and creating content. It should be a content that will help humanity instead of like putting humanity in a funny skit or cartoon, you know? Yeah, that's content creation. And we should always remember, like I said, when you comment on things that you've done mistakes also. When you make content, you've done mistakes also. And take note, like what they said before, that all of us in this day and age, in this social media age, in this internet age, we're all living in a glass house. Why? Because people can see everything about us like you're living in a glass house. People can see everything about your private life because of your social media accounts and things. So we are all living in a glass house. So never judge anyone. Okay? Prudency. Think a lot before we post. You know, for content creations also, you should learn and you should study the rules of your country before creating a content, and just to be safe and so that you are protected and all the people in the country in your place will be protected also. Yeah, so that's that. And content creation, speaking of content creation, mm, a lot of people are like, especially here in the Philippines, I just heard this, I just saw this in one podcast in America, and she said, stop correcting pronunciations. Yeah, we're talking about English language here, okay? Stop correcting pronunciations. You know what I want. I mean, you know what I meant like that. So stop correcting pronunciations. You know what I meant. Yeah. And yeah, mm, Filipinos are so guilty of this. I am so a bit guilty of this, yeah. But it's because I'm a teacher. I'm making an excuse for myself. But yeah, ever since I can remember, Filipinos are so guilty of this. Remember when Manny Pacquiao was starting to speak in English, delivering his interviews in English. That a lot of jokes came out because of that, and up until now, okay, even when Joseph Estrada became the Philippines president, a lot of jokes, we call it the Arab jokes, came of Joseph Estrada speaking in English, like in what do you call it, a wrong way. Yeah, the grammars are erroneous, something like that. And I just, I just realized that I think we are the only Asian country that does that. Yeah. Um, you see this famous action stars from Hong Kong like Jackie Chan or Jet Li. When they go to TV interviews, you will see that their English is not that polished. It's not well polished, but their countrymen or Chinese people don't laugh at them, you know? And Americans don't laugh at them. They listen to their story and they understand it. Yeah. So, and they were not ridiculed. No, there are no jokes about Jackie Chan or Jet Li speaking in a very wrong English. So, yeah. Concluding, then I then conclude that we are the only country in Asia that does that. Because even Koreans, they don't do that, right? Yeah, Japanese, we are the only country that laugh at our people when they make mistakes in English, even if you yourself does not know or do not know how to speak in English. Yep, yeah, that is true, right? Um, yeah, I know people who correct my pronunciation. Yeah, I have the worst pronunciation maybe in the world. So correct my pronunciation, my grammar sometimes, but they cannot speak or converse in English with people in like straight English without mixing it with Tagalog. So we have that, yeah. Um, and like that woman said in a podcast that I heard, stop correcting my pronunciation. You know what I meant, you know. is is it is a teacher I sometimes follow that um, you know um, unless these children are planning to work in a call center company, then they really have to work on their pronunciation. But people can get by. People can have a successful career without even trying to learn the perfect pronunciation or perfect grammar of English. So yeah, what's important with me is as long as you pass mm, the learning competency that you have to learn on that level, then that's good enough for me. But in terms of pronouncing words properly, of course we have to teach it. It's part of the job. But when you're asking someone to like speak in English and you're over correcting, and that's very common for us now. Like we're overcorrecting. Social media, we overcorrect. Right? Mm, when you do that overcorrecting, that will reduce the confidence of people trying to learn English. Okay? they will stop learning the language at all. So, you when you're talking to someone in English, and sometimes there are some slip ups on grammar and pronunciation, then just continue talking to each other. It's a conversation. It's not an English tutorial lesson. So, stop correcting my pronunciation. You know what I meant.
Now I see a family where there once was none. Now we just begun. You were gonna fly to the sun.
Oh well, so
We ain't got much.
I having hard time fixing the volume. All right, so still back. Uh-huh. So yeah. Hmm. And a lot of Filipinos here will relate to this, you know, overcorrecting, or there's this, why are you speaking in English? You're not even an American. Oh, I was trying to be classy. So people view English language here as a language for people in the upper class of society. Yeah, it's not. It's not. You know, you watch YouTube, search for homeless in America. Yep, and you will find videos of people, so very unfortunate, living on the street, no house. They're living in poverty. And what's their language? It's English. You know, so it's just a language, and it's not a tool to measure your intelligence. You know what language can be used as tool to measure intelligence? Yeah, there's one language I consider, but not it's not really a tool, but if you've learned this language, I would say, wow, you're very intelligent. You you're very intelligent in the language department. That is learning Chinese language, Mandarin, because I heard it's a very difficult language. Yes, it's compared to English. Uh, English is English is difficult in the sense that it's a weird and weird and obnoxious language. You know, why are you going to put T there if you're not gonna pronounce it? Why are you going to put G there if you're not gonna pronounce it, like for light, bright, fight, like that, right? So yeah, it's a very you could just say stupid language sometimes. Anyway, for lack of a better term, but yeah, we're thankful we know how to speak in English so that we can understand each other. So yeah, English is yeah just a language. Just to end this. So like I said, stop correcting my pronunciation. You know what I meant, and if you know what I meant, and you will understand this, I'll be seeing you in the next episode. And hopefully by that time, we can have time to schedule some conversations with other people, with people here in our locality. So, see you in the next one. And again, this is Maestro Speaks.
El Maestro Speaks.
El Maestro Speaks
El Maestro Speaks.
Podcast.